The mainstream media is getting upset. They are getting upset with us, the people who are pushing back against the identity politics in Captain Marvel, and it is beautiful. So, we have here an article from The Hollywood Reporter, and it says, Captain Marvel, and why it's time to stop feeding the trolls. You are all just a bunch of trolls. How dare you for having an opinion about a movie that doesn't line up with their SJW propaganda? Oh, you evil trolls. So, fans and the media have provided negative voices a microphone, but they have also the power to cut the cord. In a week that saw Brie Larson's film targeted on Rotten Tomatoes and the Shazam director harassed online. So they kind of like lump Shazam into this article as well, but I don't know why it's really, I don't know. I don't know anything about the whole Shazam thing that happened, whatever. I guess people were complaining because we were supposed to get a trailer and then we didn't. I don't know. So we're just going to kind of look past the Shazam stuff in this article and just kind of focus on Captain Marvel because it makes SJWs cry. So, gotta keep them crying. Gotta keep those soy tears coming. If you were to talk to a certain small but vocal population of, well, I certainly wouldn't call them fans despite the claim to that title. So let's say trolls. They'd have you convinced that there's currently a war being fought on two fronts. The first is the review bombing of Captain Marvel, with negative audience scores from accounts who haven't seen the movie, and many of whom won't anyway. Yeah, so they aren't reviews. I mean, we've tried to explain this to you guys, but you guys are just really dumb and you just don't understand that people are just saying that they aren't going to go see this movie because of Brie Larson and her big mouth. That's literally the reason, the things that people are talking about in those reviews. Nobody is claiming to have seen the film. Not that from what I saw in those reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, at least. They're just people that are saying things like, Brie Larson says that she doesn't like white men, so I'm not going to go see her film. That's literally what they're talking about. So who's the real problem here? Is it us because we don't want to see a film with a woman who has a problem with white men? Or is it the woman who is being exclusive in her interviews and all that stuff towards a race and gender? Who's the real problem here? I'm sorry, I shouldn't ask you guys this question because you can't even process what the actual problem is with this stuff. All you see is just race and gender, and so because we're not supporting this movie, oh, it must be because it stars a woman! That must be the reason! You guys are so dumb. This is a result of actress Brie Larson championing increased diversity and inclusion to the interview circuit by excluding another race and gender. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. It isn't about who's the best person for the job. It isn't about, okay, who are the best interviewers who can interview me to help promote this film in the best way possible. That's not what matters. No, it's not what matters because you are a racist and a sexist and all you see is race and gender. I loathe the idea of giving either group any more of a platform. You say you don't want to give us more of a platform, but then you give us more of a platform by writing this article. Makes a lot of sense. Good job. Very smart. Or make them seem like a majority when they are anything but. However, I think it's important to recognize that the so-called war that these trolls believe themselves to be engaged in amounts to nothing more than throwing stones at a tank. Really? Really? You think that we have no impact at all? Let's see here. Oh, 52% wants to see this movie. That means that there's 48% out of 17,000 users who don't want to see this movie. But we're just throwing rocks at tanks. That's all we're doing. No, we're not making any impact at all. No impact. Oh, and what's this? Captain Marvel action figure discounts have begun. Captain Marvel action figures. They were $18.84. But now they're $8. They dropped $10.84. No impact. We're not making any impact at all. Oh, I love it. These people are so dumb. So basically this person in this article just cries and whines and complains for literally an entire paragraph, so we're just gonna skip that. Captain Marvel doesn't have negative buzz surrounding its marketing decisions, but misleading headlines about Larson's interest in creating a platform for women and people of color have brought misogynists, racists, and all-around unpleasant people into a conversation that they should have no part of. I'm sorry. I've said this before, but whenever these people use the buzzwords like misogynist and racist now, I don't take them seriously at all. Seriously. These words are so overused, they're just joke words to me now, which is really sad to say because these are actually serious things when they're actually used in the proper context. But they're just jokes to me now, so I just I just like to make fun of them every time I hear them now. So, Captain Marvel doesn't have any negative buzz surrounding its marketing decisions, huh? Brie Larson is not having any negative effect at all. No negative effect at all. 52% want to see this movie, but no negative effect. No negative effect at all. There's another side to this case as well, which is small circles of film critics performing their own form of review bombing on social media by attempting to create a narrative that a film that they didn't like is maligned across the board by decent people and its only fans are racist, misogynist, or those incapable of thought. The review itself isn't enough of a statement, so there's this odd and disingenuous act of trying to convince its population that liking or disliking a movie provides a kind of moral high ground. Alita Battle Angel suffered such slings and arrows last week despite the fact that it overperformed against initial expectations, and that audiences in general from a variety of backgrounds responded positively to it. What's the difference between those that would have you think a film is for neo-Nazis and those who would have you think a film is for SJWs? They're both employing tactics that attempt to create the notion that films are meant for one group of people or fans and to control the narrative of said film. You're completely missing the point. The reason that we liked Alita was because it wasn't made for a certain group of people. It was a film that was made for anyone who is a geeky type person who enjoys cyberpunk or sci-fi or any of that sort of stuff can enjoy that film. The film wasn't made for neo-Nazis. The film was made for people who enjoy sci-fi movies. That is literally what it was made for. It wasn't made for anyone with a certain political agenda. You guys, all you see are just political agendas. You need to stop. Anyway, I don't think that Captain Marvel is going to flop, and I definitely don't think that it's going to do terribly at the box office, but we are making an impact. So keep it up, everybody. Keep on sharing these videos. Keep on making a difference out there. Keep on being a voice of honesty and keep on being a voice against the identity politics and political agendas that these people will continue to try to cram down our throats, because this is literally the only way that they can see the world right now, and it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. They see everything through the lenses of identity politics, and it's nuts. It's actually nuts, and these people are the true racists and sexists of the world, and they need to be stopped. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.